We got the what the heck? Hold on.
And he could have taken Golden Quest, which we saw Honglian do against us yesterday. And I think that he probably should have taken that line, because considering what happened on stage 3, no one on Falcons was really in a spot to win out, and that could have been his responsibility.
How has the changes for you guys been as well coming from playing individually to playing together as a team here? Do you think potentially that teamwork was also something that was missing for Falcons?
I'm not entirely sure about the Falcon team dynamics, but as a scrim partner, that we probably scrimmed them one of the most. They're probably the favorited team going into the tournament, and they also had probably one of the best scrim results. So I don't know internally, I don't know if they have any internal problems, but this was definitely one of the biggest upset. And I think going into the series, they thought they were a lot better than Na'Vi, and they were taking as Malala said, they didn't take high risk, high reward ones.
They took fewer risks because they thought that they were.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
No, that's absolutely fair. We were saying it as well when we were looking at how some of these sets were how the set was being played out. It didn't feel like there was a lot of creativity coming out from a lot of teams. I feel like everyone's very comfortable with the Syndra pick. Everyone's very comfortable, trying to get one player to maybe get on that winning streak. We always need to have that sacrificial lamb. Do you think the lack of creativity is because of the format of the tournament, or is it more, it's a newer set, there hasn't been a lot of time on it, you still need to figure it out?
Yeah, I think it's partly because of a new set. It's also because
they asked me to do this, by the way.
The 4v4 format. I think right now the way teams are playing, it's sort of like a surface level understanding of exactly how to play 4v4. So I don't think any team is particularly excellent. Okay. But I think the teams that have shown that they have good teamwork, I think a lot of teams would think of T1 as one of the teams with the best teamwork, and that's why where they copy their style from. Yep. So I think Na'Vi is really good at team play. As you can see, I think Yugal, and especially in that last game, played a very key role. It seemed like him and Here We Go were battling for the 8th place spot, and he came out in 5th, which is a huge boost for his team.
Yeah, also again, it's kind of interesting, right? Because as you kind of touched on already, Keon, right? The fact that in scrims it's the most risk-willing team you guys played against pretty much, right? And now them stepping onto the stage here, do you think that played a big part, playing on stage here? Not something we are super used to in the West, but in China they play on stage all the time. What do you think went wrong here?
I think for sure in scrims, teams are more willing to play, try out new things and play high risk, high reward. And I think Falcons was one of the teams that first started the one player opening and one player playing for a win out, and then other people playing real or middle of the ground. So they're definitely one of the they were definitely ahead of the meta in the first couple of scrims, and a lot of teams followed their path. Yeah. But I think the strength of the Korean teams is maybe they're not on paper, they might not be the best individual TFT players, but I think for sure they have one of the best teamwork abilities, which is why we could see the success in T1 and I guess Na'Vi now. So yeah, this TFT 4v4, this tournament is completely different dynamic to a 1v1. It's a lot faster pace. Also it's a new set, and the balancing is slightly off right now because it's a new set.
Slightly off.
It's
There's a lot of different moving elements, but we're looking at teamwork, and that's obviously what's been pushing these teams forward. But also individual players that have to do really well and getting the MVP for themselves. This time around, even though Falcons might not have been able to close out the game themselves, they do get the MVP on their side of things. And it's also really important here to keep in mind that there's a prize pool as well for that MVP. So you got to battle for that one too, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of players, certain players on certain teams play kind of roles. I think Chi2, who happened to be the MVP of this match, plays a really important rock role on Team Falcons. I think Falcons counts on him to be a very consistent player, a player that will usually top 4, but maybe never win. But yeah, I think he did really well this series, so he's very deserving of the MVP.
With the dynamic of 4v4 and having a lot of rosters that have a lot of star names on them, just like yourselves as well, does it add a little bit more pressure? Do you become a little bit more nervous because you're oh, I'm going up not against only one player that's really good, but there's 4 of them?
I appreciate
I think
what
on
they're
our
trying
team,
to do.
We definitely do have a lot of stars.
But these stats,
Disrupt, Just One Worlds, me, I guess.
I don't even know how to make anything of it.
Yeah, you guys do
yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of pressure. Just yesterday we were playing against Weibo, Honglian, obviously one of those players.
He's just giggling.
I think for us, we just can't get too psyched about it. You have to be confident in your own game plan, have to be confident in your teammates that any of us can win the game. And even if someone on your team goes 8th, you just have to believe and like trust in your teammates that they can pick up your slack.
Yeah, and I mean for Falcons this time around, unfortunately this is the end of the road for them, but we also has the STC play predictions to see which one of the teams you guys thought would come out on top.
I love him. Sorry, he's taken.
83% were going for Falcons. I mean, I'm assuming you both also thought Falcons was gonna be the ones to come out on top here.
We were in the Vitality practice room yesterday. We were talking about it. A lot of us all thought it was like a 2-0 sweep. It was probably like 95 favored Falcon.
Yeah.
In our opinion.
Yeah.
But like there was Milk, like one of the Vitality players. He's also one of my close friends. He's like, Navi like 2-0. It could be possible, or like it could be an upset. Anything
Vitality
could happen.
versus.
After all, so.
It is, right? Yeah. Like it's been like the story of the underdog so far. Something that you guys also have experienced, unfortunately, is getting your key crushed, and Falcons is now gonna have that experience themselves. Talk us through how it felt for your end of things, because you know you get the key, you have to give it to the opponent team's captain, and then they put it in the machine and they crush it.
Yeah, it's definitely very heartbreaking. I guess going into tournament as one of the favorites.
If you guys don't know,
to do the crushing,
there's like a little key that you give once you eliminate a team. You like crush it, and then the trophy is made of the team's crushed keys
instead of like actually being crushed.
It's actually kind of cool.
Do you think teams are gonna be picking up your key as well as Falcon's key to be putting it in the trophy?
I think a few teams
that's
might
pretty
choose
sick.
The Falcons.
Oh,
like,
the metaphors.
If they see us as like one of the tournament favorites, maybe they'll pick on us.
Okay, I kind of expected the key to smash.
Would you put Falcons in there in the trophy? Would you take their key?
Oh, like had we had one?
Yeah, just.
I mean, we were very far away from winning. But yeah, for sure, Falcon, Vitality, I don't know, and some random team, I guess.
I feel like to an extent it kind of like puts a target on the back of the teams as well when you're coming into this as the favorites. Like, oh, that's a little shiny key with Fnatic on it. I want it, and of course.
Cool concept, but kind of brutal for a loser. Good. I mean, that's what competition is. Only the winners survive.
But I want to further dissect the fact that it has been so much the story of the underdogs coming into this. Like, what do you think is the reason for that?
I mean, a lot of it's just down to the nature of TFT game, where every single player that is at any global stage have immense capabilities of navigating pretty much every single line. And you guys are talking about as well, these small details in the communication, these small decisions, like here we go, skipping that golden quest.
Can someone inform me on KT Soju's status? Did not follow what's happening with them. They're about to play, actually. They're just about to play.
Well, let's have a look.
He retired.
Nah,
he's actually here.
Enough to have the Fnatic players join us for a little bit of a desk segment, but that unfortunately meant that they are not going.
This is the top 8. All right, let me change my stream title real quick.
That are going to be going up against
EWC.
That is maybe not necessarily what I expected to be seeing. Vitality against Weibo Gaming.
Top 8.
Ultra against Twisted Mind. T1 against Branching Out. I feel
Vitality
like, correct me if I'm wrong, but so
versus
far, was one of the favorite teams coming into this, and
Weibo.
so far the only team that are still holding on to that spot.
Right. I think coming into this event, a lot of teams that.
All right, the marquee headliner matchup.
Close to the other American teams.
I have the right stream, right? Let me see.
Obviously, we weren't able to scrim T1 because they're in our group. But after talking to those teams, they told us they actually like copied the playstyle of T1, and that's why they're able to be so successful.
Yeah.
Personally, I expect T1 to go all the way after hearing what they have to say.
Do you think T1's going to be going all the way as well?
Yeah.
Vitality versus Weibo.
I didn't have that high of an expectation of T1. But after listening to every single teams that scrimmed T1, which we weren't able to because we were the same group, they said they learned a lot from T1 and
yeah, that's a low roll.
Like play the best as a team, and it's like stuff like certain players, like even though they're not afraid of going 8,
Kojak, thank you.
Like the round they're dying, they're still holding on to the enemy players with units and stuff like that. So you could see like their teamwork and like their general like idea and like read on like 4v4 Tony is really good.
Who's this beautiful girl? Oh, that's cute.
We also have the Dr. Slayman Al Habib.
He's like the most popular. He's like the most popular
we have the upcoming showdown of Vitality
boy toy of TFT.
You guys yourselves are a lot more familiar with Vitality, considering that that was one of the things that you were talking about. When it comes to Weibo Gaming, though, coming into this tournament, what were your expectations of them?
You want to go first? No?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Coming into the tournament, I knew Weibo had like a lot of star power as well. I think Hong Lian is one of the like most popular Chinese streamers.
Yeah.
And one of the most popular Chinese players. We definitely expected him to be.
Oh, there it is, Hong Lian.
Sort of like the rocks, like Han Xing, Easy, and Kudzu. Yeah, so definitely.
There's Soju.
Strong. We weren't exactly sure how like our group would stack up, but it
Setsuko.
The strongest groups. So yeah.
They were calling it the group of death.
Yeah.
They were like, who's gonna make it out? And So far, I mean, Weibo has been looking phenomenal, but Vitality as well. They've had
The jackets are pretty sick. Not gonna lie. They look pretty good.
Think that could impact them?
I think so.
The EWC ones. I just Setsuko looks so miffed. Like he just like wants to get this over with.
But also, I think the big deal here is the fact
Everyone else is looking kind of serious and professional, and Setsuko's just like hanging his head like.
Very heavily. We haven't seen Soju stream for more than a month. Like this is like unreal.
Boot camp.
Yeah.
In that regards, when it comes to this matchup here, like from a player perspective as well, I want to.
Soju's haircut looks really good.
You are Vitality. You're coming into this. You haven't really played the game beforehand. Whereas Weibo, I mean, they had to clock in like.
I agree, actually. I think he definitely he rocks it pretty well. A lot of people try the perm cut, and it's not that. It doesn't always look good.
Really impact too much. I think playing a best of 3 is like pretty mild for most TFT players who usually play like 6 games in a day, just for tournaments. But I definitely do think Vitality is coming in like super strong and with a good game plan. I think they have a lot of good X factors, and they have like I think Soju and Toronto Tokyo play really strong rock rolls on the team, and yeah, I'm really excited to watch Vitality play.
Rock rolls.
When we're looking at Vitality, as we mentioned, they're a team that has already had that opportunity to play against a team like T1 and potentially take some learnings away from them. Which one of the players
I love Toronto Tokyo's photo. It always looked like he got
giving that X
like he wasn't ready for it.
I think on Vitality, it's definitely either going to be Milk or Setsuko. And they're going to be... I think Vitality lives and dies by those 2 players. So if they do well, then I think they'll take the series.
Let's take it from the other side of things. Let's look at Weibo particularly when it comes to the fact that they've already played a game today and they have players that are showing up. I think Easy particularly was a player that we touched upon when it comes to that international experience and what was
their strongest player is
Kudzu. Like, could that be another X Factor player here for Weibo?
I mean, I think it's also Honglin for the Weibo. In our game, he did very high risk, high reward play and he got rewarded for it. I think he went 1-1 in our games. And he's definitely like willing to take risks for his team, and his teammates trust him enough. So he's definitely the X factor for Weibo, I think.
Yeah, definitely agree with this take as well. Honglin was the player we had the most expectations for going into the tournament overall. Looking at this team, a player that's been missing on the international stage for a while.
NA Soju versus CN Soju. This is the matchup.
Knows how good this guy is and how good he's been historically speaking. And again, as you were talking about, Genie, Easy was the player that didn't really have any international experience outside of a double-up tournament, right? Which in itself is okay, but it's not quite 4v4.
Now, 4v4 I feel like is also like a whole new thing that you have to unravel and approach to, and so far it seems like really
I'm pretty sure the Costream and EWC push it out of solo queue ladder just like because people don't understand the role in 4v4. That's true. If you get a free cog spot in solo queue, you should play it.
To like all buy into one strategy, it's really hard if I think there are multiple clashing ideas of how to play the format on a team. And I think that's probably something that all the teams that are successful that we have seen like make it through the groups is that they all buy into one idea and they're all on the same page. And that's what they're going to need to do to keep going further in the tournament.
Do you do that by like spending time together like online, but also like offline, like outside activities? What would be your ideal way? Like say you want to be best friends with Malala. You already are. How would you do it?
It's probably just everything. Like spending as much time as them, understanding it better as like a human and player, playing like grinding a lot of games together, scrimming a lot of games together, spending more time with it. You just get to know a person better and like the way they think, the way they react, and it's like a team. We didn't really realize at first, but like 4v4 is like a lot more deeper than we thought. It's like in terms of skill expression, it's a lot harder, and I think it's like teamwork is very important. It's basically my conclusion.
Right,
I agree. I agree.
And for those of you at home as well, let us know which team you think is going to be coming out on top in the first quarterfinals.
Teamwork in general is really, really important. TFT. Do you think backside changes were a mistake, or the Muse are most too strong? Which backside changes? Most recent one? I think it's like a mistake in tandem with how powerful they are, but yeah, like I actually think backsides were a problem. I personally think that people overvalue the impact of bag sizes. Like so many people blame bag sizes when that's not actually the problem of things. Like it was almost like a boogeyman. Like, oh, you know why this set sucks? Because of bag sizes. Like, a lot of people who say bag sizes are a problem don't even understand what the problem are with bag sizes.
Quarterfinals. It is the playoffs of the Esports World Cup presenting Teamfight Tactics. There is so much to talk about. And finally, we are down to 8 teams. We started at 16 teams. The best of the best from all over the world are here in Rio. And now we are a few steps away from knowing the winner of this trophy.
Fancy, one thing is for certain, it is now or never. And if that previous series was anything to go by, it is anybody's game right here, right now at the Esports World Cup. So who do we have for our first quarterfinals?
It's going to be a good match. So for the first team, please welcome Team Vitality.
Hey.
Team Vitality have qualified first from their group, going 2-0 in their matches. And also they are one of the reasons why Team Carmen Corp is not with us in the playoffs. They have done very well and they are now one step away from heading to the semi-finals.
Weibo Gaming are certainly riding that high though, so give it up for none other than their opposition, Weibo Gaming. A 2-0 versus 0 tenacity today means that they have sky-high confidence coming into this. With Honglian and Easy having won a double-up event together, can they foster the same synergy with the other 2 players and dominate Team Vitality? One thing is for certain, Fancy. It is going to be a spicy match. Who do you have walking away with this victory?
It is absolutely impossible to make any guesses. Weibo Gaming have done so well during the tournament. They have been one of the best teams
played an empty stadium,
from the entire tournament. And then we have Team Vitality, who hasn't looked very clean because they didn't really fight the top teams, the favorite to win the whole tournament, but at the same time they won 2-0. They didn't drop a single game, so now they are ready to prove it to everyone they are the team to look for.
You know what, Fancy? At this very moment, we're finally going to get our very first semi-finalist team walking away with a minimum of $45,000. Esports history is about to be made, so let's do this.
All right.
Welcome everyone, the first of 4 quarterfinals.
All right, so EWC quarterfinals, here we are. They're doing a 3-person cast. Where are you streaming from? The PC. Okay, I mean, there's not that many people in the crowd, but there are people who do show up to watch, just not that much.
It's very interesting to see the aces of each team fight against each other. We have Honglian on one side, and for Vitality, what's so
chump change for a billionaire like Soju. Yeah, true.
Day 1 and then Soju on day 2 with great performances, and we all know Setsuko is waiting in the wings to pop off.
Yeah, for sure. Setsuko is maybe the one that less communicates with the team, but that's the place they want him to be. The rest are more.
Why did the casual say Vitality hasn't looked good when they're literally 4-0? I don't know, man. You don't read too much into it. You guys hold them to such a high standard, like remembering yesterday's results. Come on, man.
So it's so amazing to see that integration of the game, and Panda, this will be an amazing series.
Is losers bracket still in play for Vitality? No longer. It's playoffs, a single elimination.
And a big part of that Soju performance yesterday came off of the Golden Quest, off of that Camille 2, and similarly, there's parity here between both teams.
Apparently, Setsuko is still grinding solo queue. Like, he's actually like top 10 in NA, I think, or something like that.
Ability to choose
this dude literally just logs off to go play solo queue and then comes back to play 4v4.
Flexible like Golden Quest is something players have to look out for, something that was missed potentially in that versus Navi. And if you have a chance to find a win condition that way, Clement, you take it.
Man.
Yeah, we want to talk about the different role compositions on these teams. For Setsuko,
he has more games than me. I mean, he actually hasn't been sleeping. Apparently Milk got into a little bit of a fight with Setsuko. Not like fight, but like argument, because Milk just really needed him to go back to the hotel because he was sleeping on the floor of the practice room. He went to go get sheets from the hotel to lay it at the floor of the practice room and just sleep on the floor for 4 hours and then wake up and play more solo queue. And Milk says, you have to go back to your room and you have to shower. And they started arguing. Oh my god. My dude is addicted to the grind. The Sigma grind set.
Potentially will be, but for now, just a 3-card champion. One thing I want to make note of before this series really unfolds is the momentum for each team. Vitality, they haven't really had any hitches on their journey to make it to this quarterfinals up until now. They smurfed through.
That sounds like passionate, bro. I mean, this guy is the most passionate TFT player of all time. Setsuko, early Syndra, okay, looking good, looking good.
They did dominate they got that extra bit of experience.
Rikosh champion.
Inertia on the day, and that could maybe tip the
Is this game 1? Yeah, this is game 1.
They definitely had fun in that first series. There was a blowout win in game 2, and like you mentioned, someone got to have the Morgana 3 on our board, the first legendary.
Ash 2? Wow, this is looking good for Setsuko. Good start, good start. He's got 2 stars. He got Sindri as a tier.
Obviously amazing. They anticipated. So when
looking good.
They knew, or they actually were willing to predict for themselves that 2-0 guidelines. So it's good to see.
Only in.
It will be interesting to see.
The one thing to keep in mind, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna pick Vitality, but I think Weibo is warmed up, and I don't think they're tired at all playing 3 games on stage. Only is not buying it. Oh, it's a bug shop. Bug shop. Because it shows that he has like 1 goal, but he can't actually buy it. Bug shop. Sleight of hand is just generically fine here to take. Okay, so he's gonna. So it looks like Kongli's on like a tempo line, but you could actually go for like reroll if you actually like get the spot for it.
You don't have the units still. He has the pairs. He could have the Vex also as a possibility for the front line. Not the best beginning, but at least he's a little plan. So he might be the rock for the comp, but actually not the best beginning for him. Remember, you want.
I honestly think you'd win these guys if you were participating. You think I would beat these guys? Yeah. You know what? I agree. Well said. Redirect. Thank you.
That being said, maybe wants to stay open to still playing Syndra, depending on what the next few shops give him. He is, as you mentioned, playing an augment that you want.
Incanter. Oh no! Oh, Milk hit flexible. And he hit Incanter +1. That's pretty good. Like one thing about Incanter is that you don't have to necessarily like. It still gives you team-wide buffs, which is nice. Good start for Milk.
Counter is amazing. We haven't seen it. Obviously, maybe in tempo is better. Clement, I don't know if you like it more. Obviously, if you can reroll this in there, you will do it every time. But
I mean, Hongli is he's saying blue buff, so it looks like he's just gonna go sleight of hand into Karma.
That burst of AP is actually so helpful for
Okay, Toronto, Tokyo.
One of the best augments on 2-1 in the
Clear Mind, so he's fast 8 as well. Open tier, bow, and cloak. I guess he can play anything. The one thing he can't do is reroll, because Clear Mind is really bad for reroll. He must have had bad augments. I think Clear Mind is actually quite bad in 4v4, because you can't really hold other people's units. So, Milk has a good start, but Toronto, Tokyo is like, he's basically playing solo queue. Like, Clear Mind in 4v4 is like actively staying away. Staying out of things. Han Xing has scoreboard scrapper.
And become that very scary, flexible player that can play the things like the Karma, the Fiora, and the Callista in stage 4 and 5.
Yeah, 100% with that loose streak, that it will be amazing, and that ramp up will be great. Also, someone who's going for that tempo play is Kessie, now losing. And we have also.
Can't you go multi-striker fast 8? I mean, yeah, you could play Callista. You could play anything with fast 8. You could play Callista. You could play Karma. You could play Callista and Karma. You could play Karma Fiora. You could play Fiora Callista. You could play anything. Actually, I'm pretty sure I named all the comps. Okay, actually, I believe most people don't really know how to play Ryze. I think Ryze is underrated.
14 win streak before he ended up losing somewhere in stage 5. So just I think a player.
Oh, what is this? This guy took Blossoming Lotus on multi-strikers. Oh, what? He must have had really awkward augments. This is a terrible pick. That is really, because Blossoming Lotus is like a late game augment. It's not particularly very good because you're not like looking for like crit on Kassadin. You're looking for actual raw combat strength. So Kudza is looking for placements. So Kudza and Toronto Tokyo are the placement players on the team. So Setsuko has learned to spell Syndra. Oh my gosh. And he slammed adaptive. Okay. Okay, and then he's gonna try to go adaptive into Nashers. He wants his bow. Setsuko wants his bow. Oh my god, is he gonna get it? No, he took it from him. Because it probably takes tier or rod. Takes tier. What is Soju playing? Soju has Unleash the Beast. Poppy 2. Interesting.
I'm looking at which players have the
Unleash the Beast, so he either plays Fiora
of high-cost compositions
I
coming
mean, it's
out
just
on the
Fiora,
side.
or like, I don't know, like
Have the
what else can you play with it?
Fiora
Wukong's hero augments?
flexible already. So
You're not
this is
playing
a very
Olaf.
Slow tempo composition, slow tempo game.
Yeah, we can even take what?
This is a crazy spot. Clear mind, 3-win streak with what looks like a pretty strong board here as well.
Yeah, Toronto Tokyo is the biggest X factor for Vitality because he really has to convert into like a really good top 4 or 5th. Like 4th or 5th is good for him here. But he's gonna have to sacrifice for the team like later on. He's gonna get to 8 as fast as he can, then start holding units on the bench. So just red buff and adapt. It looks like he's playing Karma Fiora. So then what is Toronto gonna do then?
The one that's holding 7 Cassidins.
Is he going like Rise or something like that?
Or Cogmods are interchangeable.
Ooh, Toronto loses his streak to teammate Soju, who's playing a very an Ogman we don't see all that.
3 out of the 4 Vitality guys are late game. Yeah. I have to look at Milk spotting. What's Milk playing? I forgot.
Yeah, and that's all, you know. He has so many games into
It's just Fiora Camille. I mean, if you're a beast and you can hit Camille on 8s, then yeah.
A lot, but the amount of game that he has are capable of him to
But Soju looks like he's playing like Fiora. I guess Soju could technically play like Fiora Gwen with preservers as well. But or either way, Soju's also looking for a fast 8. Setsuko free win. Okay. And then Milk's playing flexible. Oh wait. We have 2 fast 8 players, and we have a flexible player and Syndra. So we have no HP preservation outside of like the tempo from Soju and Toronto Tokyo. So if they end up, they have to make stage 3 work. So then the question becomes, do people like Soju end up rolling at all on at stage 3? If Soju's not rolling, Toronto Tokyo's not rolling, Milk's not rolling, only Setsuko's rolling, that gives opportunity for Weibo to strike back. Setsuko's splitting his units to make sure you get maximum Syndra stacks. It works on PvE. I think one player on Vitality might have to roll, but it can't be Toronto Tokyo because he has clear mind, so it might have to be Soju to roll a little bit on stage. Assuming he's not high rolling. When I say rolling, I mean to upgrade your board and be stronger so you don't bleed a bunch of HP. Because then the problem would be that Setsuko's bleeding HP, Milk's bleeding HP, and then like Soju and Toronto Tokyo also trade HP. They're going to be a huge HP deficit going to stage 4, which can work out, but it's very risky. Shapeshifter, that's not that good. Right now. So now you have to play. So now he has to play Syndra shapeshifters. So I mean, it's fine. You can play 2 Syndra players. Soju looks like he is scouting. Oh, is Milk and Setsuko in his pool? He might not upgrade this because he doesn't want to be too strong against his teammate. It looks like he's not. Full tempo. So Soju has the most important role this stage. He needs Soju and Setsuko the next 3 rounds need to Soju needs to win streak and Setsuko needs to stabilize. Milk's gonna continue losing. Flexible is like a lose early game and to stabilize later.
Syndra epidemic began a few days ago. These items would scream to me it's Karma Flag.
Easy as combat caster, scoreboard scrapper for handshake. Scoreboard scrapper is really scary to go up against as well. That's something to keep an eye on. Here comes the augment. Setsuko. Would you take Pandora's or Radiance? Oh, prismatic ticket? You gotta take that. You gotta take that. Prismatic ticket. Here we go. Level and roll. Big roll here from Setsuko. He buys the first cheap charm. None of these are hits. What? We hit Mordekaiser. You know what? Tarek 216.
Solid game plan in playing for that Syndra reroll. If you're not playing for the Syndra 3 at the
oh god. Oh, Karma. That's big. Karma's big. Karma's big. You can ditch a witchcraft unit. Cassio.
Units have been sold and the board is starting.
Syndra pair.
Yeah, just looking for that
6 rumbles.
If he gets that, he can turn into
Okay.
we have to remember he does need to make use of that learning to spell.
What is this? Come on, we need to find at least Syndra 2. What was that? Also, we dropped glove vest. That's not good. Maybe steadfast, just kill a frontline item. He's not slamming versus Milk. Milk went Mana Zane off of Spellcaster's toolbox, so he's gonna go for Shojin Manazane Zhonya's, but Milk has 0 Syndras. You know, I'm not really liking Vitality's mid-game spot here. If Soju loses a streak, I think it'll be like everything is going against Vitality right now. That is not... Good loss, though. Good loss. And Soju wins. Wait, does he? Oh, this Poppy's a beast. Never mind. Beast unleashed. Okay, huge win for Soju. Tomzy 2. Oh, Tom Kench. Oh no, this is for Soju. I thought it was Tom Kench for Setsuko is good because he's playing for Vanguard.
It's not a table that will win on stage 4, but as you said, he maintains the win. The rest of the lobby.
Soju took new recruit. If Soju 3 streaks here, I think Vitality is back in the driver's seat. That's because then they had the HP to trade. Looks like Toronto Tokyo already is falling off because of Clear Mind. And so he's trading his HP, Milk trading his HP. Setsuko and Soju need to win these couple fights. Okay. This should be an easy win for Soju. Milk's board's pretty bad. What is Milk gonna do with Shojin, Manazane, Zhonya's? Red buff. With Shapeshifter and Cantor. Is it have to... is he gonna play Syndra this late? There's no way he can go into Karma.
Yeah, normally 2 dragons, maybe we see it in the early game because you don't have something...
He's going into Karma?
To cut the healing of the enemy,
but Soju's...
not a trade that is performing right
but
now.
Toronto...
So, obviously,
they might be 3-way Karma. Actually, and Setsuko's a Karma, they might be 4-way Karma. If I'm looking at their spots, I think there might be a 4-way Karma. Oh, Karma with tier! Oh, that's big. That's so big. What the heck? What a bailout. That is so big.
Setsuko goes for a glove. Interestingly, considering that he did only have that adaptive onto the Syndra. Maybe it's how he's not playing for Syndra.
2 bows left over. That's also really nice. So you can just take any bow. That's really good item economy wise. Hanshing already has an early recon. He's the win out player, scoreboard scrapper. Only in. Oh my god, this is like complete HP preservation. He took tiniest Titans and trying to bleed out to like a 5th or a 6th. Dude, I think 5 players in this lobby want Karma minimum. It might even be 6.
Going with the Tristana. Also, the carry is not 2-star yet.
A lot of Olafs finally appearing on the board, just what I want to see. You know, typically scoreboard has been played into the Preserver Warrior lines. We're just going to see if that's the case. And for Hongdian, whatever... I
kind of wish they showed Setsuko's POV. He's still down to 14 gold. That means he rolled another round of Prismatic Ticket.
We see the Magician at work already.
And Keza could maybe start his Keza win streak in stage 3 once again on the Cassian line. This time has picked up.
Why does Setsuko go for glove? Oh, I missed that. He might go for TG, like find a way to kill the glove, but Setsuko's spot might be pretty bad, despite having learned the spell Syndra. I have to look at it. Yeah, maybe there's something with glove that I'm missing. They slam Guardbreaker. One more win for Soju. One more win for Soju, then he can trade his 4-1. Toronto Tokyo fast stays at 4-1. Soju's fast stays at 4-2. Milk spikes also, and then Vitality. Like we knew they were gonna trade HP, so Weibo's climbing ahead now.
We did see him go 8th on the very fast Gwen coming out of his way, out of nowhere, but I think he can avoid that pitfall. Just go for a straight Preserver Warrior. He's got all the items set up.
He places Soraka because Soraka 1 doesn't do anything. And he just texts into Witchcraft, important for Poppy. Go and get Setsuko. He did make Guardbreaker, so he took a vest to make a frontline item on Mord, so that's why. Because he had to open belt, so that means he slammed Guardbreaker and he couldn't save for like Nashers or something like that. Setsuko spot. Oh wait, Soju loses here. I mean, if he were to lose one person, losing to his teammate is fine. Yeah, but they really want him to win here. Oh my god. Wait, one more cast? Perfect loss? Oh my god. That is a really big outcome.
he's scaling, so he's in a good position.
Karma pair? Does he buy that? If he buys Karma pair, he actively might make his teammate's life harder. Because Toronto's gonna go for a 4-1, and Soju's going for a 4-2. Actually, Soju might go for a 4-1 as well. He's on 10 streak.
In the meta, showing up huge for the side of Americas.
Oh, Easy's setup. Support golem combat caster. He doesn't have the best intro items, but they're better than nothing. Here comes the emblem. Oh god, that's terrible. Okay. Milk stacking one more? Holy. Okay. Here comes Toronto's roll down. He's playing Rise. Okay, so Toronto's going into Rise instead. He needs this is really smart because he knows so Toronto's just trying to get out of the way. He's playing for he's also playing for placements. He's trying to get for a 5th.
Once again going for the Karma tempo, and on the right we got Toronto with the Rise too. So great for him for tempo. It's not a unit that we're seeing as a possibility of a
still Cassidon too. Kudza rolled and missed really hard. Looks like he only has like 4 Cassidons. One thing that's interesting to note is Vitality's not griefing their team very hard. Milk has no use on the bench. Toronto couldn't grief all of this stage, and Soju didn't have a full bench either. And so there's been minimal griefing, and Weibo didn't hit. Okay, last loss for Milk, or at least he's gonna level here. Soju wins again? Oh my god, this is best case scenario. He actually didn't level, he griefed to 4-2, and he won again. That's super big. Nothing here. Oh, he actually might take duo Q for the econ. Oh, he had Morgana! What the heck? Okay.
Skips the Swain, wants to go for another front line to maybe make the switch. He knows the Swain 3 will not be a possibility.
Karma, Milio.
So now there's the balance, the stabilization. So Karma,
you can pick up these 5 costs. It's a little bit tricky though, because it bridges different front lines together. He's playing 4 Bastion though. Oh, you know what? He can actually stop rolling here. He can stop rolling here. He improves his front line, and yeah, he can chill, kind of reevaluate. Milk hit Karma too. That's really big. I can see it. I can see it. They're probably gonna have to sack either Setsuko or Toronto Tokyo, and then just let them trade their HP, even though they don't have that much to trade at the moment. Easy has how many Syndras? 5 Syndras.
Milk we saw rolling very deep there despite hitting the reinforcement Karma early on and the Fiora early in the roll as well.
Have you noticed any win trading vibes? What do you mean? People win trade all the time in 4v4. It's like part of the dynamic of it.
Yeah, normally in this spot, so you should have lost the win streak, but he maintained 30 gold on level 8, and this is great news. He's actually popping off, winning here again.
Yeah, win trading's like a really big part of the format.
And again, good.
Soju won again.
They will need to ramp up. As we know, Soju will not be the player that will win the lobby.
Oh, Setsuko is going 8th.
Anything he wants in the later game.
I'm just looking at the gold spent counter, and Soju has at least 50 extra gold over his teammate, like Setsuko.
So the best result for him. Oh wait, hold on. He makes that right. He makes that to grief. He needs to do something. He has to decide if he wants to grief, be on grief duty, or if he's trying to try to play for like an active win out. Okay, this tells me that Vitality is just gonna sack Setsuko. He's gonna try to go 7th, or if he goes 8th, he's gonna guarantee that like one other player goes 7th and maybe even 6th with him. But like they're sacking him. But like this is the player that's griefing, right? This guy has, you know, Cassidon, and he's holding 6 of them. If he can grief this guy and win, that's really big. Oh, all right.
The pop is still popping up. The pop is doing good damage. Still, the change hasn't been done.
I mean, this guy knows how to grief. Well done.
Amazing unit here. Unfortunately for Setsuko, I think he knows that this is
stream resolution.
Holding on to units instead of acquiring additional interest.
Sorry about that.
So, you know, I think Vitality have a very clear game plan. Everyone, make sure Soju wins. The rest of the players just drag the...
I don't actually really notice.
You know, the Camille Nut for Setsuko, a great unit for impairing with the Karma and getting some...
Like, I don't play on high graphics either for TFT, so...
has picked up the bow, it looks like, with an open spatula, could lean into the pyro.
As long as I can see and recognize what the units are and the augments, I usually don't notice that kind of stuff.
Also has a spatula, has a BF sword here as well.
Henching has an open spat. Is he trying to go for Fairy? He's holding a Tristana. So Henching's gonna go for 6 Fairy. He doesn't have Milio though. Usually you can do that if you have Milio. He has a Morgana.
And on the other hand, you mentioned it with the
Milk hit Nasus 2, Fiora 2, Gwen 2, Karma 2, and he has Flexible. I'm pretty sure Milk's winning out now. That's crazy.
A lot more Callista flex being played on the 4-cost roll down. That's the case here as well.
Milk spot is insane. Zonia's and Cantor Gwen.
So often in the early stages is one of the outs that you can still take if you got the tempo out instead of reroll.
Yeah, we'll have to see who will be the win out player here. Milk also going for a tempo out here to ensure that he gets that Nasus 2. And
Oh, he took reinforcement. I just realized. Yeah. So lucky. I mean, he took reinforcement, but yeah, it is lucky to hit all that. It is lucky to hit all that.
This could be a huge
Tokyo.
in the game if Hanshing manages to survive another round and get into the PV.
Good loss again. Good loss again.
But instead, if he's knocked out, that's 8th place and
these good losses, Setsuko could be easily in the low teens, but instead he's at 19, and that's like a real. They just keep padding those leads.
The current meta, mostly for the charms, but also for these 4-cost upgrades.
Okay, Soju's starting to lose, but we knew that this was the case. Like now they need to have Milk. They need to have Setsuko outplace the bottom place player. They need Milk to win out, and they need Soju to land in like the 3rd and 4th range, which I think he should. The top 4 merchant. Setsuko actually sold his karma for Milk. I'm just oh no, never mind, it's right there. She's tucked in the back. But he didn't buy that other karma for that reason, like we mentioned.
Right here, Hanshing does have a small chance of just falling down. In the meantime, Setsuko, can he be kept alive on this board? Still no Callista 2 on the side of Hanshing, and is he rotating into a very strong Kudzu?
So the Callista's going to be doing enough alongside the Fiora.
Setsuko wins this.
On the Pyro, Callista,
I think that's fine. Like Soju has so much HP, that's what he's here for. He would prefer to win by like a little bit fewer units. Oh wait, Callista? Oh, almost perfect loss again.
Wins the fight for Setsuko, and I think that's a win.
I think Hanshing won though. That's nice. Soju's playing like a Bastion Callista setup. That's something we play in PvE.
Both teams getting exactly what they want in this situation here. Just keep.
So here's a couple other questions to ask. Does anyone on Hanshing was supposed to be the scoreboard scrapper win-out player? Can he challenge Milk for first? Because I don't think Kudzu is going for first. I don't think Hong Lian's going for first. I'm looking at a spot right now. Is Easy going to be able to go for first as well? If not, then I'm pretty sure Milk has first on lockdown. And Toronto Tokyo also put a 5 streak together with Rise. Like he held his ground as well. Warrior emblem. That's actually really good too. Dude, Milk spot is okay. Milk spot is insane. He has something that's also relevant.
Okay, I'm getting a little bit worried now after the rules.
Maybe the part 2 is not exactly the the all-star upgrade you're expecting at the start of this stage 5. And surprisingly, Clement, so many tempo game plans from players, not the degen kind of reroll aspect we've been seeing a lot of in the first 2 days.
Nasus 2.
The prismatic ticket of Setsuko changes everything. He got the Kassadin. He was holding for.
Guts is still stuck on 7 Kassadins. I mean, these are 2 players who are bleeding out for their team. Oh, this is Setsuko hit. Setsuko hit. He's going to be on Hanshing. Hanshing's only on Callista 1. Like, this is the story of like 2 people who are loose streaking. Like, Milk hit all of his 4 costs and Hanshing hit none of them. He has 1 Fiora. Or 2 Fioras, and he has 2 Callistas. Oh, that's the biggest win. Henshing's at 1 life. That's the biggest win. Oh my god. That was crazy.
Setsuko hit the Syndra 3, big moment for him, and now it's very possible that Honglian and Hanshing are going to go out 7.
He polymorphed for the Camille too. Hanshing doesn't have a combat. He has no combat charm. How many fairies is this? 1, 2, 3, 4.
little outs. You have no more outs. You need to win, and now with
No positioning Yumi top right to stop melee units like Kassadin in the top right.
To manage HP on their favor, and this looks very good for Team Vitality.
The Gwen pop-off is a big question. Her AI in stage 5 in these crazy fights starts getting a little bit all over the place in terms of where
Earthquake.
But for now, it's all about Hansheng's trying to
Toronto Tokyo is just playing Rise Nami.
The trio of tankiness, melee bruiser, and attack carry, but the Fiora's in trouble. Can she stay alive?
Oh, Fiora got double cast. She got double stunned. She got double stunned. Rise needs to cast again. Rise, please. Rise, please. Oh my god. That is the killing blow. This is their lose streak player that they needed to win out. Scoreboard Scrapper went 8th. Oh my god, it's it. Vitality wins this game. That's it. Like, Holian is completely bleeding out. It actually might be a 6-7-8. It actually might be a 6-7-8.
Soju with the HP, Toronto getting the rise.
Milk lost?
Getting so much tempo, and obviously now Setsuko, who is the one who
did he lose to?
Has hit it. So,
he lose to like Soju? Everyone from Weibo lost, so he must have lost to somebody. Oh, they all won? Oh, well, Milk was on a streak. I guess he must have lost the round before 5-1 then.
Not doing enough just yet. There just isn't enough with this.
This is Soju going up against Honglian. Oh, it's CN Soju versus NA Honglian. I see. The mirror match. Which influencer is better?
Right onto the Karma, challenger AI, and that was her job. That's all she needed to do. Is there going to be enough damage?
Wait.
Kalista ramping up
I
with
think
both the red buff and the rage blade.
I think Kalista's got this. There's no way she loses. She wins these late game fights.
He's great utility.
Uh-oh.
He can't do it all by himself.
Uh-oh, it's looking like a 6-7-8 from CN. Wait, Milk lost again.
To be the tempo king who used to stay so healthy is down to 1 life.
You got it out, Clement. These are the two.
Why is Soju's cam shaking? Oh, I have no idea. Wait, Setsuko is shaking. You know why? It's because the crowd is losing it. They're so excited. The arena is literally rumbling.
Inside, but I just don't think it's enough. He doesn't have the Kassadin 3 and only sitting on 1 item with the Akali 3. Kudzu doesn't look like he's going to be able to pull through, and that means if
the crowd absolutely love it.
Other players are getting stronger.
Pandemonium in Riyadh.
To level 9 finds another preserver to slot right in alongside the Morgana, the Rakan, and the Zillion, and this board is getting tankier and tankier as we move through this game. We heard the comms there from Team Vitality. They seem.
Dude, is Vitality gonna 2-0 again?
Excitement or jubilation because they're in a very good spot. They're locked.
And Vitality is insistent that if they get to best of 5 stage, they're winning the tournament. Because they just don't think they're gonna ever lose in a best of 5.
They know if he goes down, so does Weibo Gaming.
Yeah, if someone can take out Cassie, it's Setsuko right here, but it gets to the backline immediately, so the Syndra is out.
No way. That Syndra just popped. Wait a second. Wait a second. This Mordekaiser's kind of a beast, and it's only Kassadin 2.
I'm sure the Mordekaiser can't solo the Kassadin, or can.
Nah, he can't. He can't. Mord will try. It was a good effort, though.
But that's gonna be it. A close win for
okay.
Who takes down Setsuko to 1 life as well.
Milk's out. Milk's dead?
In the process. Surely not, right, Clement?
Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I thought Milk had like top spot guaranteed and locked up. So if Setsuko dies here, and Kudzu sneaks out a 4th, that means that Weibo can actually still win. It's not a guarantee. Okay, well that's really big.
You sell though, that's the big question. Probably you do at the very last.
No, you hold it to the bitter end. It matters. You don't sell. You never sell here. You never sell here. You hold it to the bitter end. Soju didn't sack completely. He has some items on the bench. Soju, he sacked half. Soju's trading his HP, which is really good. He needs to keep Setsuko alive. Wait, is Kudzu losing to Soju's ghost?
Good news for Setsuko, good news for Team Vitality. There's no team kill here just yet, and Kudzu on the flip side will be the Kalista mirror.
Oh, never mind. Soju's ghost clutches it. Wait, who has more negative? Setsuko's -4. That HP preservation, those 2 fights I said they lose by perfect HP, that was the diff. That was the diff. Because Setsuko would have been more than -6.
completely
Oh my gosh.
5 game wins going into the tournament.
That was so precise.
Really like their game plan. They slowed the
Oh man, you know, Weibo brought it back a little bit. I kind of thought they were doomed, but they brought it back a little bit.
And just bringing it to the side of Weibo Gaming. I felt like Weibo Gaming played a little bit more greedy this time and were punished by the sort of middle of the road game plan.
K3 Soju clutch. Unleash the beast. Nuaku. I mean, the Duaku into the Morgana let him stabilize his roll, and he got to 9. Like, Soju stopping his roll at 4-2 was perfect, and then got to 9, and then and converted. These guys are so fucking annoying, man. They're just like, hey, yap, 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 and then they execute, like, basically flawlessly, and then they like, oh, their egos are so big. It's growing by the minute.
He's doing it again. The HP buffer he had, the early game, the tempo game plan using the Poppy and the Jinx and the Namzi, for example, to propel him to these heights is absolutely fantastic.
You said earlier 7.5 average. It's true. I mean, I'm just reporting the facts. You can even ask him how, when he comes by next time. Ask him how his scrim scores were on Callista. But yeah.
And moves into this win streak position. If he can take this game home, his scoreline will be 1-2-1 in the past 3 games.
Yeah, this is solo queue gameplay also again for him, knowing that this is a couple board.
Easy ended up building a pretty good setup here, and he actually might. He looks like he's beating Soju. It's close. That Nami cast. Ah, the Syndra stuck on the Taric. Oh, you know, if Easy actually ends up outcapping Soju and outplacing him, then the difference is whether or not Kudzu is able to sneak into this like top 2 range. But yeah.
On EWC, so the mental is still very strong for them.
And for these last few fights, just going through the motion, taking the time to make.
They're hella clean. Yeah, they're very clean.
Capping your board, positioning against some of the best players in the world, seeing what is working and what isn't when it comes to stage 6 fights. But more importantly,
his leg is going crazy. Oh yeah, for sure.
What went right? Why did we get in
that's why their table is shaking. Their leg is just going nuts.
Try and answer those questions and try and formulate that same game plan for game 2.
Kudzu was never top 2? Oh, I mean, he could have though. Like if Setsuko and Toronto Tokyo both died, like Setsuko preserved a lot of HP, and if Kudzu didn't die, Easy could trade him, and then they could gang up on Soju, and then you just never know. There's like desperate plea, and there was like Kudzu could fight for top 2. You would think it's not possible, but that's what Toronto Ultra did. They actually scammed a top 2 because of desperate play. Like it was like 100% guaranteed, and then they just had desperate play. So you just can never know.
Going with the win, Mill getting an outman that wasn't good to cap off the game, but giving a good.
But yeah, it looks like Soju just gonna end this game and just.
And again, very happy for Vitality in this first game. Remember, this is the best of 3, and now we are already in quarterfinals. So whoever wins this series,
Easy's rearranging his items
tomorrow.
It's just so crazy to think that Vitality has gotten here without Setsuko actually taking a first place at all. They still have more in the tank, more in reserve that they can bring out. Plenty of firepower and weapons.
Casters are saying like it's crazy that they're doing this without Setsuko going first, but I mean I think that it just shows you the trust that they have in the system. Like Setsuko plays on the team, and he plays like a good role on the team, and if he's trusted to carry and win out, he will. But he didn't have to this game. Like I'm pretty sure the perfect 4v4 TFT team is like everyone who can do everything, and it's not like Setsuko only has to play like fast night win out stuff. He has to also do some of the dirty work, like reroll, and sometimes he has to do like the hard win outs, and sometimes he has to do just like the boring role player stuff. It's a first place for Soju.
Great win again for Vitality. Soju being the hero once again for this team. Team Soju. Toronto has called it, and Team Vitality once again.
Man, I'm actually surprised that Milk actually lost.
You see the happiness. They're actually peaceful.
Also,
and only preparing for the next game.
And now finally some timid smiles.
Also, I think Toronto Tokyo did his role pretty well too.
They're facing off against this quarterfinals for a reason. This is Weibo Gaming, a team who started off on the wrong foot, losing to T1 in the very first game they played. But they were also in a very strong group. These two teams came out of the group of death, or the two groups of death, I would say, Group B and C. And they're no slouches. Vitality has to focus, has to lock in. There's still one more game to go. And for Weibo Gaming,
all right, this is like the highlights. I'm gonna check in very briefly on the other match. What's going on? This is the other quarterfinals that's happening. This is T1 versus Branching Out. And right now T1 is ahead. Wow, Branching Out went 8th and looks like they're going 7th.
Vitality want to continue their Grim Reaper run streak. Don't go anywhere. Get some snacks, some drinks, and then come back to us in 5 minutes.
So it's a 5-minute break, they said?
Holy fuck, Bryce, top 3, baby! But the only thing about that game, right, is I'm here with Toronto, Tokyo here, getting set for the first quarterfinal.
Okay, we'll do ads real quick. Be back.
Team Vitality, you finished.
And then we'll just check in on the other game real quick, and then we'll pop back in a few minutes.
We are. Everybody's well rested, everybody's prepared, ready to win. What do you make of Weibo? Easy for us. 2-0.
Setsuko, Soju Milk are 3 goats.
Are you about this tournament? It's obviously
I mean, their team is stacked, but it must be really satisfying because the other teams just thought that they were a team of influencers. They got straight up called a team of influencers. I told this story yesterday, but I'll tell it again. They couldn't even find teams to scrim them. Like the Chinese teams were like literally laughing at them when they asked to scrim. Toronto Tokyo was in charge of like finding scrims for the team, so he reached out to the Chinese teams, and they thought that they were Fnatic. Like they asked like Falcons, and they're like, "Oh, FNC? Like, are you from Fnatic?" And he says, "No, VIT." And then they don't respond. Then he's like, "Oh, you know what? Maybe they're like busy, like they're in the middle of games, or like they haven't replied to me. Let me ask again." So, by the way, scrims. And then they just don't respond again. So then what they do is they approach them in the cafeteria, in the food court, and say like, "Hey, you guys never respond to our message. We just want to know if you guys want to scrim." And then they just look at them, and they look at each other, and they just start laughing. They just like it's straight up out of a movie. They just all look at each other and they just start laughing. No answer. But look who's laughing now. Vitality in the quarterfinals. Where's Falcons? Drowning in groups alongside Fnatic. Feels bad, man. Bobe out in 7th.
But about the other team, they're also very well known and a very good team. So I think we're gonna have a good match with them.
This player lobbying positioning through time graphic looks cool, but I just don't know how to read it.
Stream B, as every single quarterfinalist is now locked in. We've just seen Twisted Minds versus MSJ, and here's what happened. Twisted Minds dominated stages 3 and 4.
A deserved loss. I mean, that's a little bit of ego, yeah, for sure.
Continues to dominate the meta across various builds. Twisted Minds showcased superior individuals.
Reforge Morello because he already has red buff.
And MSJ just couldn't repeat.
That's smart. I'm pretty sure red buff is better than Morello on Karma.
60 seconds was the first player to use the Bastion Syndra variation in the tournament as well. So a lot happened, but the key takeaway...
Gogo losing here is pretty big for the team. For T1. Looks like he's winning. His front line's holding. Smashing.
We're back for game 2 of quarterfinal number 1.
All right. If you guys want to check out this, oh, that's like it's a teammate. You guys can watch it on the other stream, but I'm gonna go back. Oh, they're doing an analysis segment. Oh, never mind. They're just doing an analysis segment of the other game.
Potentially 1 game away from eliminating an incredibly strong.
Branching Out is behind, but it's definitely winnable. I don't know the rest of their spots though. If you know you're against someone on your team, are you allowed to throw the round? Yes. Yes.
It wasn't easy to achieve that, and actually that's what helped the rest of the team accomplish what they did.
Heavily biased towards Vitality here, but I'm sure the boys won't be racist and laugh at other teams in such a rude way.
So far, 1-2-1 on the Soju
performance. Why are we bringing racism into the question?
Compared to the Chinese teams here, as they are
I think everyone respects China. Like the thing is, I think Milk was saying that he thinks China is overrated, or says that like people fear them too much, and he thinks that they're not as good as as like they are, for example. Like Vitality, we were in the room with Vitality yesterday, and they kept saying how they thought that they were the best team there. Okay, 3 people eliminated. Coco, Dooney, Enzo. Ah, that's really bad for branching out. Oh, that's it. They lost. They went 4-6-8. That means even if they get first, T1 outplaces them. T1's up 1-0. Korean teams in team games, man. Korean teams in team games, man, might be just might be too strong. What team is Robin on? Robin's on Toronto Ultra, and they play the next round. They play after this game.
The rest of the comps, and now on day 2, day 3, they're not doing it because they know only Setsuko had the chance, but he was very delayed on getting that zero because everyone was holding it. So now they need to go for those tempo lines. They need to go to those level 9, to those vertical, to those portal, to the right, even as a possibility to be a rock for the team, and only one player getting the win is enough to take the series.
And for someone like Kaze, for example, on Weibo Gaming, he's been playing a lot of Kassadin.
Is it me, or is team-based TFT hella boring?
That wasn't the case in this game. So many players held the Kassadins. Setsuko in particular was that player trying to grief most of Weibo Gaming, trying to hold their reroll units, and instead
it's you. That's what everyone says. Just you, buddy.
That's the big change we need.
Man, rough crowd. tough crowd. He was just trying to relate to anybody. He's like, you know, entering the bar or like the club. He's like, yeah.
And deny your game plan. So the question here for me is, do you want to play slower for Weibo Gaming? Match the tempo from Vitality.
Yeah, either do that or go for a more risky play, right? We were saying Hongling getting Golden Quest is a theme, going for the risk, and now we have Portal.
Item payout, okay, pretty standard.
Vitality wins, they advance to semifinals. If Weibo wins, we have a game 3 on our hands.
As we saw there, the game again trying to, you know, say, hey, Prismatic Party, are you guys sure you don't want this? I'll give you a second chance. Game 2.
He obviously didn't see what doesn't kill you, Golden Quest game. Yeah, I can see that. We're just answering his question truthfully. I think that the reality is, if you want to be like people, there's some people that really want to gravitate towards the team aspect. There's also like a unique aspect of the format, like the way it's scored, and that every game is self-contained. Like when the game's over, one team gets a point, and then you play a best of 3, best of 5. They like that. There's also communication and teamwork that's really cool. But it's a little bit unintuitive to the game of TFT, so I can understand some people don't like vibe with it. But there's also like a lot of boring points in a normal game of TFT. Like when someone already has 30 points and they advance to the next day, they're not playing for anything. Or someone who's already eliminated, but they have to play anyways. They have 12 points, there's no chance to get through, they have to keep playing to maintain like lobby integrity. That part of solos is really boring as well. So there's just bad parts of each format that like you could point to and be like, I don't like that. That's why I think both existing is good. Coexisting, having multiple formats is a good thing in strategy games. Like if you define TFT as a strategy game, what strategy game only has like one format and no other formats that are part of the ecosystem? I think multiple formats make it ultimately a much more interesting scene to be part of. Okay, here we go. Soju, is that Rage Bait he starts off with? Oh, I think he's on Kassadin duty. Does he use it now or later? He's loose streaking with his tempo. Okay, so he has 3 portal. So Soju did his part. He played like a win out, like a first place composition that worked out well. Now he's gonna be on Kassadin reroll. Easy has support golem. Toronto has support cash. Milk took flexible again. Milk has flexible again. Setsuko went pilfer, and Hanshing went keeper. So Hanshing might contest Soju on multi-strikers. But Milk and Setsuko clicked 4.0 augments. So they're in the advantage right now.
He hit flexible once again. He does maybe have a line to Mordog, I guess.
True flex player. We'll see what kind of emblems he's picked up this time around. Last time, at least for this stage, 2 and 3 emblems. Crazy synergy between them with that Incanter being offered in that stage 2. We also saw, as you mentioned, support golem, one of the strongest.
He definitely uses it later. Oh, don't be so sure, because it kind of depends. Like sometimes you might use it a little bit earlier, but it's not like a surefire thing. Like
Yeah, and Keeper is good to see because normally it's an element that we were seeing only on Warriors or something like that, but there is
Soju won.
Now. So in a great spot, getting that additional defense.
Milk got multi-strikers. Ooh, a little awkward, but you can just play Callista, but he's gonna have to contest Soju a little bit.
We've seen from Bintum as
Uh-oh.
well, just 2 costs re-rolling alongside the Nila was also a very strong win out here, and also just with the
And Milk slams Sunfire, trying to win.
Emblem to start with.
Pyro next?
Please no, please no. We want the game to be fair. Don't you guys want a game 3?
I want a game 3, of course. This is some high-level TFT.
Casters are rooting against Vitality. They want a game 3.
Milk maybe has different plans as Sunfire.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about Costream. You can just be biased as hell. Nah, 2-0. It's time to send another Chinese team home.
Adding the extra tank to the carry unit on this board for now.
Yeah, obviously a possibility of getting a remover in any moment here, but as you say, very interesting that he goes for that, and now Soju, Goparens...
Okay, so Toronto took Gem and Nashers. Like open-ended, but most likely going to be playing into like Syndra, like Shojin Nashers. You can also do that, play like this line into 4-cost AP, but it's not as good.
I think the Zillion is not Killian.
Pilfer.
Yeah, I saw on Honglian, Toronto.
They traded Kassadin.
No one is in a perfect win out or tempo position for the early game, but some of the people, such as Milk, already have a good plan, and that's what you want to see. It doesn't matter if.
Yeah, it's a lot more open-ended for Weibo. I'm pretty sure Vitality has like what they want to play for the most part.
And Milk and Dora are the ones who don't want to face each other, or we want to grief the other one, maybe with an open fort, and try to go for that cap out in the lane.
We want Vitality undefeated.
Maybe Kessie has a possibility to...
I mean, I want it to be like a little dramatic. If it's just like they 100% win, no setbacks whatsoever, I feel like making a dramatic finish would be kind of fun.
I just really like the combination he's been coming up with.
Talking about combinations, Setsuko picking up the Pilfer, a very strong augment just in the stats, in solo play on ladder, but when you enter a team format where you can communicate with...
Okay, so it's only 2 people on streak.
And saying, hey, you're playing a Vanguard frontline, can you play the Mordekaiser on this side so I can kill it first?
Because it has early Syndra with an adaptive. No one has the crazy Syndra spots.
It's potentially...
Yeah, is it me, or I feel like this series so far, like the series that we've been watching, there's no like, there hasn't been like the super juiced 2-1 Syndras.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy has Rageblade on a Cassio.
Setsuko faces up against Milk, and he has a Cassidy. He will put it in the front and give the possibility of to Milk to get that additional funnel and get the Cassidy.
Only in his level 5 early with Archangel's Jax too.
Here for Toronto Tokyo, getting additional frontline. He hasn't slammed items on the Veigar. He will use Veigar as a holder now. Maybe selling the Cillian. Ari 2 here for him. Good units for the early game. Obviously,
Toronto's playing low econ right now. He has to sell a lot of these things. He can't hold all of it. He's playing on Ari too. Uh-oh.
Usually I never upgrade my Aris, I just throw her to...
Yeah, that's not ideal. And he's gonna gem Ari as well.
The Chrono still online. No Zillion now. Instead it's the Jax and the very early Vex.
The thing is, it's like if he's on a streak, so he has to keep playing for streak. But he may have gotten some free wins. Oh wait, the positioning is perfect. The position is amazing. Holy, he got so much value off of that. He is already hit like half the team. Oh my god.
Losing his streak right here. Oh, and
is Toronto a genius?
2-star Kassadin early on, probably the strongest unit you could have on stage 2.
He got in the middle one. He used one of the duplicators to make sure he's able to grief it. So
I mean, the part of what makes Ari unreliable is her targeting. Maybe these guys just understand the Ari tech.
Now Vitality has the chance of doing a win streak in hands of Toronto Tokyo.
And a lose streak in the hands of Milk, who is that flexible player who is maybe not going to be too flexible in this game if he's given a good supporting emblem for this multi-striker line. For now, just the only slam.
I mean, because they're trying to lose, so it's about whose lose streak they preserve. Oh, it's a matchup. Milk really wants to lose this fight.
So much pressure coming in from the side of Vitality. They have great win streak.
I'm very sure Milk's board is weaker by a lot. There's 2 items versus 1.
So I think Weibo Gaming, you know, there's just so much pressure.
Okay, Milk 5 loss. Can you kill a unit? Okay, probably not. That's fine. It's good though. 5 loss is good. 5 loss is good.
Great news now for
Toronto Tokyo lost. That's not good. Okay.
It's a win in the bottom side with Milk with the Lustric getting.
Okay, so I would probably say right now things are neutral, but if I were to pick a side, I would lean towards Vitality, but it's still up for grabs. No significant advantage yet. It's just the starting augments are really good for Vitality, but the tempo for Weibo is a little bit better.
They don't want to contest each other. And again,
did Setsuko ever pop out this tournament? Not in the way that I think people expect him to, but I think Setsuko's been playing like a really strong team role so far. Setsuko's been playing pretty selflessly. The person that's popped up the most this tournament is Soju.
Not Arcana, not Pyro. Okay, just not those two. No
Okay.
Bastion. All right,
Ash.
Hunters is good. Hunters is fine. I can accept that.
On the menu, baby.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Wait, what if
Multi-striker Hunter?
and Kassadin?
That sounds kind of terrible to be honest. Do you want to take a try? Oh yeah, I want to game 3. Let's go. Let's go.
Please agree with me.
I was just thinking in my head, trying to help. So that
I'm not entirely sure like what we can do with this setup. Like he might just end up teching in like random, like just random Hunter later on.
To wait a little and then maybe the deep roll down on 3-2 to stabilize. So for now, not a problem for him.
Is Milk gonna roll for a stable multi-striker board, or is he gonna try to like delay it? The big question is like, who is rolling on stage 3 for Vitality? Setsuko is, I think. I don't know if Milk is. Oh, almost a perfect loss.
Have to preserve FP and go in the middle round, fighting it out and helping the rest of the team.
Toronto again playing a lot of those 4-cost compositions we've seen before. One of his
Silvers
was the
for Milk.
flex line.
Unified with all the HP he
A
gets.
lot of tempo.
I like it.
Mission due to the emblems, of course, going to go for the unified resistance instead, which will scale a lot better into stage 4.
Okay, is he rolling?
As you add more units to your board. Featherweight.
Soju's rolling really hard. Alright, he's playing Kassadin.
Game 1 against Carmine Cord in day 1. The way he started off this tournament, he's trying to finish it off.
Reforges to get a rod. He could go Crown Guard Kassadin if he wants 3 items.
If he replicates it here, Weibo's in big trouble.
Soju needs to roll like a little more, I think. But he does. Just because I think the rest of his board, if I saw correctly, wasn't all upgraded. But because Soju's on a 4 win streak, because he actually ended up getting a free stage 2. A lot of people play weak boards. Oh, he has Shen too, actually. He did same Crown Guard. Okay. So he hedged. He said that he was slamming item if he needs to try to like guarantee the streak, but he feels like he's strong enough to win. Kassadin kind of dominates stage 3 alongside Kog'Maw. Soju has the same exact role as last game, except he's definitely not going to win this game. At least he's not on his trajectory to do so. So Soju will try to win the rest of stage 3. Milk is like losing the rest of stage 3. This guy has Katarina too. Oh, restart mission.
At the board here, 6 Akalis, an interesting situation. Actually went for the restart mission.
Maybe restarted a bit too hard.
He has remover. That's true. Wait, are you sure? I think actually that was from the charm. I think it was temporary remover. But you could always, but to your point, you could always find another one.
A little bit in the way of Soju as well. He is of course locked into the Kassadin line with his current spawn, his upgrades.
Yeah, and we were just seeing in the middle screen, Casey.
You can always go like removers or something like that late game.
2 mana generation, I think, but that's not enough. So once again,
Rage Blade, Sterix Gauge, Katarina 2.
This stage 3 seems to go to Vitality. So great news here for the Americas versus.
That's just sad, man. the Katarina did like 20% damage to Kassadin. Oh man. I mean, he does have AD items onto an AP champion, but yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
One of the most important carousels in the game, considering
Olean also on a streak.
Components to finish off the BIS for your so important reroll carry, Syndra, of course, being one of them, Kassadin as well. But we saw for Soju all 3 items already locked in, with the Crown Guard being the last slam.
How's Kudza in as easy spot? Kudza is still on Syndra 1, but he's at 50 gold, so is he tempoing? And Easy's on the restart mission into like Callista. Setsuko is Pilfer, Zoe 2, early 4 cost. Okay, I think it was like Tom Kench.
No hotfix, yes. Kessie decides not to go for it. He gets a
oh, Kudza rolled a 0. Never mind. I misread the gold count.
No belt there as well, so you couldn't really make the best use of that bow if it was picked up. Instead of wanting to try and go for the BIS instead of just the unit.
You don't want to static, you already have shred, so you're fine.
Shojin? Okay, Shojin adaptive, Morello.
Strong augment just in terms of giving pure stats to your units.
I mean, Kudza has like quality augments, item collector, combat caster, just good stuff.
3 players from Vitality in the top 4. Their bowlers are very clear.
Only in took Slammin' late game specialist.
The bottom needs to survive.
What?
Needs to win out. Late game specialist already selected.
Holy cow!
If he gets a great level 9 roll down,
how is he so healthy? You just have no augments. Guy looks weak, yeah. So I'm saying.
Getting a good tempo in, but as you say, Clement, he needs to go to level 9, and it won't be easy. And if he goes to level 9,
how is he on a 4 streak with that board? He must have gotten some good matchups.
That would be like an idle spot for the rest of the team. They will have to preserve on their own without the help of Honglian, and then he will try to be the hero. So
he really is the Soju of China. Yeah, this guy's a legend.
You heard Malala say that it comes down to Milk and Setsuko doing well. They were the cornerstone, the rocks of this team. He said, you know what? I'm going to pop off. In the driver's seat once again in this game, too. He took that...
Man, I'm not going to lie. If Milk misses kind of hard on this Callista, there's a pretty good chance Milk's going 8th. He's really far behind, and he's trying to 4-2 it. He loses like 10 here, loses 12. On average, he's going to be down to 19 HP.
Full loss streak into the 4-2, keeping his options open. We'll see what this PvE round brings here.
That's a big loss. Oh dear.
And he's also just holding down Hanshing on the other side.
I think it makes sense to hold out all your gold for this massive rollout until you have the full information of what your emblem is. It's just so awkward to roll a lot of gold and then have a complete...
Okay, so Milk...
from that flexible...
Yeah. And now
he's too poor for a 4-1. If he 4-1s, he's gonna have like 30 something gold unless more gold drops here, and that's just not enough. He's gonna have an all 1-star 4-cost board. Oh man, how another multicaster emblem? Yeah. If he's able to get another multi.
I want to see if any of the Vitality players holds on to a Diana, because there's a Diana pair on Setsuko with Pilfered here. If he can get that 2-star in, that stage 4 is going to be nasty.
That's good. I'll take that.
Milk picks up what seemed like Encanter.
He got gold, by the way, so he's at 50 gold. That's big. Ryer. Wait, what? Setsuko just has Diana 2? Okay. Alright. Never mind, they're the best team. Okay. I see. What? And he gets Archangels and Red Buff on his TG?
Maybe Weibo Gaming here. This is gonna be so rough.
Okay. Alright. Alright, cool. I mean, he's just better. Good stuff. It's just that easy. And Milk stable-ish. I think Milk might have to roll a little bit more. Soju on an 8 win streak. I mean, like, everything is just coming up perfectly for them. Wait, Setsuko lost. Oh, no, never mind. The graphic was wrong.
Ooh, Radiant Refractor, very strong augment.
Augment's
gonna elevate the tempo of this game. Gonna add.
This is Soju spot.
What the high rolls and the low rolls might be.
Maybe Radiant Refractor. Ooh, Call the Chaos into double locket. Oh my god! What? No! Alright. This is not pre-recorded, this is live.
And he's hit casted in 3. He has a Nico right there instant.
Okay. Oh man. Sure.
So far. The game plan is clear.
You know, I actually think Soju can low-key, like, not just like bleed out, but maybe even like top 2. And if he high rolls hard enough, he can even like he's so far ahead. Maybe he can push his advantage and like get to 9. And if he can get to 9, like who knows what happens? Maybe he just wins again. Haha. MVP, right? Unbelievable.
Either Arcana or a lot of legendaries to stabilize on level 9. There's not enough gold, enough resources to do that. So dire spot here.
And so now he just has like all the luxury of like pushing his tempo, and now Soju turns into like a top 2 player. So like now like Weibo's in such a bad spot. They're in such a bad spot. I'm looking. I wait to see their augments to see if anything else changed. Like maybe they also spike something like crazy, but I'm not seeing it. This guy is trying to reroll Shen Katarina. He's rerolling Shen Katarina, Rage Blade, Sterix Gauge, Crown Guard, Katarina.
Sterix, the Crown Guard, and the Rage Blade on Katarina. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe there is a new meta.
What the hell am I watching? You know what it is? He's looking for a salvager. He's looking for a salvager. He's gonna remake his items once he hits salvager. Just watch. Oh my god. We lost to these guys.
Actually, very difficult. I personally don't like it.
Minor mistake, I would say. A massive shroud in the middle of the board. I think Kazi should communicate to his team, hey, I'm starting in the middle.
This is the team that beat us.
Create a bit of a gap. Of course, it really depends on the positioning for the other players, but all in all, a little optimization that could see a loss here for a player.
Honestly, that's not even that bad. Like 3 unit loss with that build on Katarina. Milk's losing out. Okay, so there is one little X factor is that if Milk loses out, and then and Weibo's able to tie bot 4 like they take 6-7 and Vitality takes 5-8. Who knows? Maybe Henshin ends up winning out. He's right now doing really well, but we'll see.
He doesn't go to the vertical of multi-target even more.
Oh, actually, Henshin is playing multi-striker reroll as well. Oh, he's playing tempo. He's playing tempo. Henshin is capping low. He took blinding speed. Oh, wait a second. I forgot about this guy. Oh, wait, but they have a Soju of their own. Oh, lest we forget. Hong Lian is sacking HP to go fast 9 with late game specialists.
The order in which they get knocked out will ask more or less.
Hold on.
You need to get a first or a second. Is it a first or a fourth? And with some of the spots, some combinations might not be even possible in terms of the projection.
Toronto and Soju already with the 3 stars over their opposite components here. The 2-star Cassidy and the 2-star.
Henshin needs to win as many fights as he can. He's basically where Soju was at this point. Needs to like grab a couple wins if he can.
The middle only hits 1 unit, the left side clump instead.
Yeah, for sure. And Hansi, we see the rest of the comp now. Good tempo comp to get here, but actually not getting the ramp up, not getting the Kalista. He doesn't even have the pair, so it will actually be very difficult for him. Maybe he will do some transition, but even though he's winning here, he's taking a chance.
Okay, that's good for Weibo. Toronto loses. Okay, but Milk needed that win. If Milk lost again, can we go to Milk's POV? I feel like he has the most important spot right now for Vitality, because if Milk goes 8th, that gives a small opening to Weibo. But right now, Vitality's in such firm control of this game that I'm pretty convinced that Vitality's like the big favorite right now. But there is a possibility that this doesn't work out. Because the difference between Toronto Tokyo and bot 4 is also like pretty slim.
Trying to find any chance to elevate their board to find a game plan that has not already been contested when it comes to rerolling.
Since they only have 1 win-out player, their most likely game plan is
Frodan colorblind? No, I'm saying we need to see if he wins his fights or not. I want to watch his fights. Are you deaf?
The Akali, the new reroll setup is good enough for now for the stage 4. We now enter stage 5 though, and the pressure will start increasing for all of our.
I mean, since we're apparently making fun of disabilities. Milk lost.
He doesn't have 3-star and he's winning against his teammates. So the power, the strength, the possibilities here. Now, finally, the cash out for Hong
That's not good.
Steve is enough. He will wait here a little, trying to roll, getting some.
Only at level 9, 50 gold. Oh my gosh.
He needs the Karma too. He will need additional legendary.
No! What? Oh, that is not good. Oh god, that's actually one of the most important 2-star legendaries to hit. If he hits Morgana 2 and Karma 2, he hit Karma 2. He hit Karma 2. Or Karma 2 just came out of the box. Wait a second.
He just needs to find these legendary two stars.
Honglian is the player who maybe is gonna have to take that.
He's frontline. Oh, that's a Diana pair.
Has been found. Diana 2 would be.
That's a Rakan 2. That's a Nessus 2. Wait, stop. Hold on. Think about your rolls, man. They don't need to roll that fast. Wait a second. Okay. Hold on a second. Oh, wait. He's the same as items. He's just taking anything he can slam immediately. He needs Camille items. Quicksilver, Edge of Knights. Oh, and he got 4 Chrono and he assassinates the back line.
The Dragons on the left, the Syndra still untouched on the right-hand side, but they're all coming.
Milk wins. Cuz is not dead.
Massive loss for Kaza. Uh-oh, Weibo Gaming is in big trouble.
Easy loss. That's.
I will say that was a really good win for Honglian.
That's bad for Weibo as well. Okay. Milk's win there is really huge.
So didn't take much damage. Dealt a lot by.
So just starting to fall off.
Sure, and once again here on the right, we're seeing.
Okay, Soju's augments are too bad. They're too bad. They have no combat augments. You can't actually do it. It's just I got kind of hyped up with the Call to Chaos.
That will give him so much time and to win and waiting. He's the one who has to win out for Weibo. His spot is not amazing, but he can still.
Look, we had to watch Milk and Kuds' fight. We're watching Easy. Do they have a second fight pulled up?
From Easy down 16 HP. We're in stage 5. A big enough loss that could be it. Setsuko watching.
Holian. Oh, Holian's going up against his teammates. Oh no, he might be taking out his teammates. Oh wait! Oh, Setsuko just beat Easy. Oh my god, I thought he was gonna live. And Honglian beats Kuzu. It's a 7-8. If Milk wins, it's a 7-8.
There for the Nami and Honglian takes it. So one more life, but Easy.
Oh, Milk clutch! It's a 7-8. I didn't think Easy was gonna die.
This is dire position for Weibo.
It's a Setsuko win out.
In a perfect spot to take the series here in a 2-0.
Yeah, and they really have nothing to worry about. Hansing has no cap potential.
I mean, who's laughing now, China? They laughed at Vitality for scrims, and now they actually 6-0'd. Holy cow.
Not even scratched through the portal shield at all. Only one reset that fight.
And Milk, despite being low in the
Honglian needs to 1-2 with Hanxing in order to send this into game 3.
Allowing the 7th and 8th positions to be filled up by Weibo Gaming players.
Oh, Soju.
And now it's Honglian who
rolled pretty good items on Akali.
Really strong thanks to that level 9 push to all the upgrades he's picked up onto the Karma, the Diana as well. The Chrono comes through. The Kassadin is trying to push his way onto the Karma.
Nah, Camille has too much single target DPS. Soju's falling off. Milk's dead. Setsuko's closing out the game. Setsuko is the closer.
So they only need one more team member of Weibo to go.
I mean, he has the juice. He has the juice.
That will be enough for Vitality.
If Setsi hangs on and makes the final rounds, then that's all they need. So Setsuko, he is the carry here. Even if the fight rotation favors Weibo Gaming massively, letting Honglian knock out the other 2 players, Setsi is the one that has all the eyes on him.
I mean, Honglian needs to win out, but Hanxing specifically needs to preserve his HP, and I don't think that's going to happen.
But that's not the case on the stage 5 carousel.
Man, Setsuko built a Rise board. I mean, like, I have deep respect for the players who are able to do the Rise Nami stuff. I'm pretty sure, like, that's, like, a significant thing. Significant edge on the field, because not a lot of people are able to pull it off. And I think we did it really well, and it looks like Setsuko is doing it, like, basically, like, he's doing it perfectly. Like, what is this? His board looks amazing.
works for Tempo. It's exactly what they needed here, pressuring the lobby. And
Okay, he's going against Soju. Can we go to Honglian's POV? We need to see if he loses. If he's dead, it's game over. Henshing.
Going up against, ramping up there for Hansi.
Only can take a narrow loss by a few units.
We don't see him more weak, so maybe the ramp of the preparation was the rest. Is this enough for them?
I mean, 4-Chrono Camille is freaking crazy. She just basically single-handedly takes over the fight. Okay, that's fine. Soju lost, but that's okay.
The mission right now, they need to finish first and second to force a game 3 to stay alive in this TFT EWC 4v4 tournament.
Anything can happen. We've seen this exact spot with Toronto Ultra desperately coming.
If you're Vitality,
over Setsuko with this rise line.
Do you sack any of these members and try to make Setsuko just stack as much HP onto Setsuko? Because here's a question: if Henshing and Honglian are within kill range, then they have to play each other, and then you play the rotations. If you sack Soju and Milk, you potentially give the ability for Honglian to just like get a free win against like a Vitality member. So if you reduce the number of teammates, you actually might help your chance of them queuing into each other.
The one cast is already moving up. It could be a 1v1. Soju's cast is going low. The Crown Guard shield has expired. And already Soju's cast is down.
Okay, Soju's dead. Okay, I mean, job well done. That's a great Kassadin game. And honestly, the Call of the Chaos gave him more HP. Oh wait, Holy is dead. Oh! That's it. That's it. Vitality. VIT. My God. 6-0.
Incredibly tough competition, but the Grim Reaper from North America cannot be stopped.
First time we see Setsuko smiling here, Clement, once again for Vitality. So great to see. They have been so serious throughout the whole series, and now finally Sun Smile. They're performing amazing.
Dude, he's so happy. Look at him.
Can't take it all on the 4v4 on EWC.
What an amazing journey. We've been scrimming this team since 2 months ago. They were keyed in. They knew that for set 11,
My God.
a lot of them weren't going to make it to the global
championship. Is anybody not
so
ranking Vitality #1 going into the final day?
And
they're in the semis.
To take it further.
And the relay race when it comes to who was the hero in this game. First, Soju playing that tempo game plan with a Kassadin, using the duplicator early, analyzing his spots, seeing I have a great tempo slam, I have a great early start for Kassadin, I'm playing for the duplicator, a low cap augment.
Milk took flexible and went 5-6. That was one of the surprises. I kind of thought his spots were pretty decent about it. Toronto Tokyo and Soju played their roles really well, and obviously the MVP of this match is probably
You mentioned he hasn't won a game yet. Maybe this is the one.
This specific game.
Finally, someone else to carry the burden here. And I just want to mention about this
both
board that a lot of the North American teams have been playing. It is so efficient when you have other players
and more specifically, like I don't know what happened to fall apart from Weibo's game,
that we're talking about. Suddenly the Rise, the Nora, the Turret, they all seem like free characters that you can throw into your mix. Very efficient game strategy and composition from the North American teams.
Yeah, several ways to win it here, and finally Toronto getting the Syndra, the rest of the lobby or the friends.
Yeah, should have respected the influencers.
Getting additional tempo and finally closing out here the final.
I mean, I'm being influenced. I'm being influenced.
We see the split here, and Panda. Vitality is happy.
Oh, Weibo is not happy.
And you know Setsuko.
I mean, that's okay. This is the worst part about the format. The game is over, and you're just like, yeah, just keep playing.
It's too important to roll for combat charms. It's too important to roll for all of your
It's just so awkward. Like Milk doesn't know what to do. He's just like
made it to 10.
waiting here.
Incredibly strong board.
And then like the other guys are just like wait.
So much pressure coming out from Vitality. I just love their game plans. They had much more clarity in their early games where each person was going to go, and they also just beat out their oppositions in terms of the reroll. Syndra 3 getting online for Toronto. Soju also getting the Kassadin 3 as well, just meant that the other team couldn't catch up.
Dominant last win here from Setsuko. And I do want to give major props to Weibo Gaming. I think they played a fantastic tournament. They had
Weibo,
incredibly strong competition.
They're stacking Toronto Tokyo because he has better placements.
Fnatic, into
Toronto Tokyo right now, I think, might have the best overall placements on the team.
And Hanching as
He
well
actually might be like the
gave us,
MVP
I think,
in
a
terms of
wonderful
raw
game where he
placements.
played very creative TFT, re-rolling Katarina to find any smidge
Looking
of power.
good. Kiro, thank you for the prime. Dude, what does top 4 get right
even
now?
though he didn't reroll, there's something there. That's something we all need to try also
TFT.
on our ranks game to have the possibility. And once again, Hongling from Weibo, he played Golden
They're in top
Quest
4.
Previous round. Amazing gameplay. Couldn't
They
go for
earned
the risky play in this play,
$45,000.
trying to go for level
I mean, that's
9
not
and
bad. That's pretty good.
getting the out there. And obviously Hongling,
$45,000
for this team. Couldn't perform.
They win again. They earn $100,000.
He played bad by any means. Simply
They win
the
again
spot
after that.
wasn't there. They played as a team and they
$200,000.
lose like a team.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Sheesh.
unable to
That's a
keep
lot of
a pace in the early game for Weibo Gaming, I think, was the big problem
And then
coming
he's just
into
gonna,
both of these
like,
games.
these guys
Very
just,
early
like,
blowout
basically take it
indications
easy
in
the rest of
both
the year.
of these games that we've seen so far. I think the planning from Vitality, the general composition to go a little bit slower than these Chinese competitors.
Go back. We need to see Setsuko roll down for Camille 3.
Tokyo, but really
He sold his entire board. What do you mean? He has 73 gold.
Alongside the first support item he picked up, the gem. Once you have the extra HP,
he sold his entire
your
board.
board into later stages of the fight. That ascension effect comes through, and
like
this
Setsuko just rolling
really
down.
comes up and ramps up. And this is why we're seeing the 1-2, the Toronto-Tokyo Setsuko trading
Right.
blows now.
No, they're gonna
and
do an
both
interview and stuff
incredibly
like that,
strong
but
boards.
checking
That
out
will
the
be
other
the end of
series.
this match. It ended really a few minutes ago once that Weibo Gaming player was eliminated in 4th.
Actually, let's look at their reactions. Look at their reactions before I go to the other series.
Continue their streak. That's the most important thing. They're not just barely making.
My God, look at them. So good, so talented, so handsome.
And they had, I think, one of the hardest paths to make it here as well.
Yeah, knowing exactly the meta, but playing around it. So ensuring the Syndra, ensuring that the rest of the team don't have a win position, and then going for the flex play.
I feel like they have to be the best team. Like, I feel like anybody that ranks them lower than that, the best team remaining, is just not paying attention. But, like, I mean, at this point, 6-0, it's really, really easy to see that they have a really strong grasp on things. This is Husky. This is their manager from Vitality, and he really believed in this team. He really believed in this team. He had to convince Vitality to like basically break out the checkbooks to sign this team, because obviously, like, you know, taking a risk on the TFT team is always a gamble. But he was like, nah, like, I always see the vision with these guys. Then when they found out that they got screwed by the point system because Preston had 0 points and they had to pick up Toronto Tokyo, they picked up Toronto Tokyo, but they kept Preston on the roster as well to kind of like make good. They're like good guys. Like, Danny's a good guy, like the guy that I just pointed out. And Vitality really tried to do right by their roster, because there was definitely some drama. Not drama, there's like some controversy with the point standings and everything like that. And they could have easily just been like, oh, sorry, Preston, but they decided to like really invest in the TFT soon. Love that pop-off, by the way.
Level 9 game
Congrats.
and then a complete reshuffle where he sold his entire board, so not a lot of control.
Okay, so this is 1-0 for T1.
Early game pressure. Vitality
Hade Ball already eliminated in the game, so now it comes down to whether or not T1 can play for like a top placement.
These are the contenders. These are actually the contender falls out. Obviously, Toronto is the next.
Man, this whole time I thought VIT meant for Vietnam. I'm new to this whole tournament thing. VIT is Vietnam.
For now, in the 4v4 and one of the best players in the world.
They're mainly competitors.
Yeah.
That's what they
Ari reroll.
And the sacrifices they've made to lock
Whoa.
at the start of this set, to not stream, to keep the tech to themselves, to not play ladder, instead just scrim teams 24.
Ari reroll, huh?
As strong as possible. The respect they have for the competitors to lock it in this way, and the fruits of their labor, I mean, they're here. A 6-0 win streak with the path they've had.
Volta is playing Spider Queen, at least.
Even if you've watched these players play at their peak level, it's hard to expect this level of dominance when you're considering they're playing against T1, against players like Bintum, against this Weibo Gaming roster that is stacked with very strong CN players. I mean, all in all,
I think I'm gonna go back to their stream and watch the main broadcast once there's a little bit of an interview. I want to hear what they have to say. Oh, Lightning Tower is pretty good.
First place for the club, $60 million overall in the.
What is Dooney playing? Dooney's playing.
In just this
Oh, wait, they switched back.
So Vitality, great pickup, great from these players to make these sacrifices.
They have like the wrong cams on the player POVs.
Their careers in TFT.
Yeah, we have to remember it's 1,000 points for the team that wins the first place in this 4v4 of TFT.
Why didn't Precedent come? Because they gave points to players based off their past performances in the World Championships, and Precedent has never made Worlds, and they only gave points to people who made Worlds or did well in Vegas.
Come on, that's just absolutely ridiculous. 3% odds and he hits a 2-star Diana to stabilize.
That's all you, Clement. That's all you, buddy.
That's all on you, man.
That's on me for Weibo. And look at this, like the Katarina 3 doesn't even scratch the shields. What is that champion?
I love that.
The casters are like, they're not complaining, but they're like, oh, Setsuko just rolled twice and hit Diana 2 or something like that. And it's like, yeah, they're not wrong. Diana 2. The Diana 2 from Setsuko was like the backbreaker. They couldn't come back from that. This guy corners Ari. Yeah, apparently you're supposed to position Ari like around here. Like he needs to shift everything over, like this over 1 and this over 2. So that Ari's here, and then Eunice flank around, and then she can shoot in a line that hits all the units. I'm pretty sure Coco is gonna go 7th.
What a series that
Oh,
was that we've
here comes the
just
interview.
had, but another key must.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
If you would do the honors, please, and hand over your key to Setsuko. Congratulations are in order. That now makes it a 6-game win streak. So tell me and the folks at home, what is it about Team Vitality that has allowed you guys to be so consistent on a brand new set?
I feel like 4v4, it's like a really different skill set from solos. Like we have a really good team synergy. I think it's really important that like none of us have like egos, and we all are willing to sack for the team.
None of you have egos.
Us really good.
And yesterday when I spoke to Soju, he mentioned that some of the strongest regions in this tournament are NA and also CN as well. Would you share that same sentiment, and if so, why?
I think NA or CN are probably the best. I mean, that's just because the other regions are kind of bad. Like EU, I think. I mean, we like 2 of their 1 seed and they didn't look very good. So I think, yeah, I mean, I agree. NA and CN are probably the best, yeah.
And your next opposition is going to be either Wolves or Na'Vi in our semi-finals. Who do you think you're going to end up facing?
Okay, so Na'Vi wasn't really doing too well in scrims, I think. But they looked pretty good versus Falcons, and I'm rooting for them. So Na'Vi, I guess, yeah.
All right, there we have it. Na'Vi might be your opposition for the semi-finals. Congratulations again. I'm going to let you go ahead and join the rest of your team.
Vitality is going to be heading into those semi-final spots.
The way he like 360 looks around.
I think for Weibo Gaming particularly, they should be very proud of themselves for how far they got.
Oh man.
Vitality was just a different beast.
Yeah, I think one step too far ready for Weibo.
All right, let's go ahead and watch this other series. But congratulations to Vitality, well played. After this is Toronto Ultra, so Robinson's and Replay are playing after this. But I know a lot of you guys were here to watch Soju and all them. Oh, watch him crush the key. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I kind of want to watch this other thing first. Bard reroll. Oh. Oh, what the heck? If you guys are here just for Vitality, they play tomorrow. Let me see the schedule actually.
Oh, here we go.
Once again, the portal god. Only 8 portal, however, that is still a strong trait. That is still very good at this point in the game. Bobe running into Volterix right now. Was the Bard 3 enough, or will 8 portal take it down?
It starts tomorrow at 2 p.m. Okay, so basically, yeah, basically like 18 hours from now. 18 hours from now is Team Vitality.
Now that it's golden, is doing so much more damage.
Wow. Yeah, I guess that is the matchup that he wanted to see. In fact, that 8 portal, all the shields, they just...
Oh, wait, what the heck? Is Bard 3 broken?
The Morgana power and the Bard power now being tier 3.
Bard reroll?
Zuni does go out in second place. This is winnable for branching out.
Here's the problem, though. Bintum is looking to play spoiler to that. They need to go 1-2. This board with 5.
Wait, Bintum is playing Sugarcraft? Oh no, he's playing 5 Pyro Flexible.
Active. It's going to be incredibly difficult to beat, and Enzo can't even beat it.
And Bintum
Who even hits bar 3? I know, right? It's kind of woke.
You know, just amount of matches played on this Pyro board. But
8 portal.
Allows you to create some so good boards. Bintum leveling up to 9 there. Bobe level 9 as well.
I mean, Bobe's just trying to bleed out here.
Diana 2 would be massive, but at least playing at 3.
Do you think VIT sponsored all of them for a media training crash course? What do you think? I'll let you take the first crack at it.
Hoping that they can survive a little bit longer. Going to be checking on. Oh no, is this both of our representatives fighting one another? No, it's Bintum or Enzo and Volterix. If Volterix does lose here, that
Radiant Nashers, Spider Queen, Bard 3.
is putting in a large amount of work here, bouncing between these units.
What the heck is this Bard?
Still alive.
He beat his teammate though.
Yeah, Volta win, and for now,
T1 trade their HP. Hold on. If the standings stick like this, it's gonna be a 1-1-2.
Enzo, however, has lost 3 rounds in a row.
This is where these charms will.
Aren't they buffing Bard?
Can we find desperate plea for Bobe? Can we find something for the person that's facing Volta or Enzo to give them a giant loss? Maybe one of these dragons or some other massive charm.
This is such intense action here. T1 are just a few rounds away from.
He's sacking his locket. He's sacking his locket. He's trying to give Bintum an easier fight for the win out. There's Bobe sacking himself. Okay, so T1's gonna sack Bobe. They're gonna sack SCSC. They're trying to triple stack and say, as long as you split them, like if Bintum finishes second, that's good enough. And Bobe's win out potential is really low, so.
Bobe out, 5th place. SCSC
Oh!
wins the round against Volta.
Volta lives. Volta lives. That was a big loss. Enzo lost as well. Oh wait, doesn't that mean Enzo plays Volta? Oh no, they just played. So now I think Bintum plays Volta, and SCSC plays Enzo.
Very doomed if you are a branching out fan.
No, desperate play.
We need to find upgrades right now.
Bintum has tower. SCSC has tower. Holy cow! Oh no, this is SCSC. We have the wrong cam.
In the game, it is going to be that versus a branching out member. So branching out could fall right here, right now.
Yep. 5 Pyro Callista is actually quite good. Keep an eye out for that. If you guys don't know that tech, 5 Pyro Callista is actually really powerful and has a theoretically like super high ceiling. And that's it. Oh my god, T1. T1 Vitality in the top 4. T1 is also basically undefeated. They lost 1 game. Alright, this Bintum guy's pretty good. I'll admit it. He's alright. He has potential. I'll say it. This Bintum guy's okay. I mean, I guess we could turn the I in Bintum into a 1. I mean, yeah, sure.
Is actually the case. There is no based teams left.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Did they do the key crushing thing yet with, or what? Oh, they're doing it right now. Oh, I can actually rewind. Hold on. Let me see.
Reroll, which we haven't seen before, but as we saw, didn't really perform too well. So I
haven't seen the Katarina reroll before. No worries. Us either.
The answer was no, because with that, Weibo Gaming will also have their key crushed from the side of Vitality, as they're able to put it in that hydraulic press and press the button, and you just see it curve out. And I think for Vitality here,
for those of you who missed it, you basically destroy your opponent's key.
And they're in it in the semifinals. They are genuinely 1 step away from finals,
I like
one
that they
step
put
away
a
from
shield
winners
guard
and putting
for
their
it.
name down in history.
I mean, it's so big for this team as well, and I think we saw an interview with Mobo from the Arabic stream with Soju, and him talking about how like a lot of his fans even think, oh, he's not good enough to be on this team, and he's too washed up, and it meant a lot to him to be
here with them and performing really well and being a carry for the team, as well as just he's like, if I was that bad, they would not be playing with me. Milk and Setsuko would not keep wanting to play with me, and Soju, I think, has really shut up all the haters as far as this tournament is concerned. He's playing phenomenal,
so funny,
as well as the rest of the team.
And I think if anything from this tournament, particularly with the format that we're seeing, is it's further emphasizing and highlighting the fact that yes, you can be an absolutely gifted
He keeps looking like, where should I be looking? He just changes like 10 times, like, where should I be looking? Left, right, up, at the camera.
It's further emphasizing and highlighting the fact that yes, you can be an absolutely gifted player.
Like, over here,
but that will not translate necessarily into the